in the world. Those are autocratic, democratic, and monarchy. Our country follows the democratic way of governing system. Now, let me brief you what is democracy. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now, this is the picture of Parliament. As a part of Central Vista Redevelopment Project, a new Parliament building is under construction at New Delhi. Once its construction is over, it will be the seat of present Parliament. Now, what is Parliament? It is the supreme legislative body of India, founded in year 1921. It took 6 years to complete. Its construction started in year 1921 and took 6 years to complete. It was constructed by the famous architect Lutyens and was constructed under the supervision of Sir Herbert Baker. The then Viceroy and Governor General of India, Lord Irwin, inaugurated the Parliament building on 18 January 1927. Now, what is Parliament? It comprises of the President of India and two houses. Those are Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Indian Parliament is bicameral. Lok Sabha. It is also known as the House of People. At present, its total strength is of 543 members. Rajya Sabha. It is also known as the Permanent House. At present, its total strength is of 245 members, of which 233 are the representatives of state and union territories and 12 are nominated by the President. There are many sessions in the Parliament, and our system follows the 3 sessions in our Indian Parliament. Those are budget session, monsoon session, and winter session. Now, you all might be eager to know that who are the members of our first Parliament. The first Prime Minister of India was Sri Jawaharlal Nehru. The first Speaker of Lok Sabha was Sri Ganesh Vasudev Mavlankar. This is the picture inside the Parliament, the hall of Lok Sabha. Our present Prime Minister is Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, and we are proud that he belongs to Gujarat. The present Speaker of Lok Sabha is Sri Om Birla. Now let us see how does the functioning of Parliament start. Let us call the ruling party of our today's Parliament. Minister of Finance Muskan Solanki, Minister of Home Affairs Mustafa Kharodawala, Minister of Foreign Krish Sharma, Minister of Environment Soni Swayam, Minister of Education Dhruvansh Vishwakarma, Defence Minister Limriwala Abbas, Minister of Labour and Employment Kandan Banodia, Minister of Agriculture Shabbir Gangadiwala, Minister of Railways Chawla Vedant, Minister of Road Transport and Railways Ritik Khateria, Minister of Tribal Affairs Divyang Tavyar. Now I call the Prime Minister Panchat Ved. I call the leader of opposition party and other members. I call the Speaker of Lok Sabha, Akshar Vishwakarma, and Secretary General, Guide Johar Gulbula.
Honorable members, good morning. I welcome you all in this session of Mock Parliament. I hope that this session will be fruitful. The first item in the business list is oil. we will start our today's session with new member to take oath. Secretary General, please.
Miss, Miss,
Miss Mansi Sawant stands elected from the constituency of Nanded, Maharashtra will take oath for affirmation. Miss Mansi Sawant, please. Miss Mansi Sawant, in which language would you like to take oath?
मराठी. मी मानसी सावंत लोकसभाची सदस्य म्हणून निवडून आले असे आणि परमेश्वरासमोर शपथ घेते की मी विधीद्वारा स्थापित भारतीय संविधान प्रति अनन्य श्रद्धा व निष्ठा बाळगेन. भारतीय सार्वभौमत्वाचे आणि भारतीय एकताचे निर्धाराने रक्षण करेन आणि जे कर्तव्य आता मला प्राप्त होत आहे ते मी लेखीने पार पाडेन. जय हिंद.
Now let us proceed and see the first session of Parliament, that is question hour. Now let me brief you what is question hour. It is the first hour of sitting session of India's Lok Sabha devoted to the questions that Member of Parliament raise on any administrative activities, working strategies and the policies. And the Council of Ministers are obliged to answer those questions to the Parliament. So now we shall see the performance of question hour performed by this Parliament.
The question begins. Question number 301, please.
Honorable Speaker, Sir, will the Minister of Home Affairs be pleased to state the assistance being provided to the state for the modernization of police force in Naxal affected areas of the country?
Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, please.
Honorable Speaker, Sir, I want to inform all the members of this Parliament through you that police and public orders are state subjects as per the 7th schedule of the Constitution. However, the efforts made by the state government for equipping and modernizing the police forces have been supplemented by the Government of India through financial assistance under the scheme of Assistance to State for Modernization of the Police Forces. And Honorable Speaker, Sir, I want to inform all the members of this Parliament and the whole nation to you that under the scheme, the states are providing central assistance for acquisition of latest weaponry training gadgets, advanced communicable gadgets, forensic equipments, cyber policing equipments, etc. Further, the construction and purchase of latest operational vehicles are permitted.
Question number 302, please.
Honorable Speaker, Sir, will the Minister of Agriculture be pleased to state that as per the National Council Report Bureau has identified the causes for the reduction of farmer suicides across the country in 2007. Secondly, the reasons why the National Council Report Bureau accidental deaths and suicides in India report for 2020 excluded publishing the reasons for suicides by farmers unlike previous versions of the report.
Honorable Minister of Agriculture, please.
Honorable Speaker, let me inform all the members through you. The data on accidental death and suicide are reported by many states and union territories to the National Crime Report Bureau, which publishes it as Accidental Death and Suicide in India Report. Reasons for change in the number of accident and suicide in India changes year on year and is not maintained by NCRB.
Honorable Speaker, is it the fact that data on the reasons of farmer suicides was collected for 2020 report?
As informed by NCRB, many states and union territories has given real data on suicide by farmers, cultivators and agricultural labor. Even after several validations, due to this limitation, the data causes of suicide in farming sector is untenable and is not published separately.
Question number 303, please.
Honorable Speaker, will the Minister of Defence be pleased to state the number of CRPF jawans and civilian killed in terrorist attack of Jammu Kashmir in last few months?
Honorable Minister of Defence, please.
Honorable Speaker, sir, let me inform all the members of Parliament and the whole nation through you that 40 CRPF personnel came martyred out in the terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir, and we noticed no civilians were killed in the incident. Our brave hearts took every single bullet in the chest. This shows the bravery of Indian Army and the strength of defense industry.
But Honorable Speaker, whether any job, cash or any other form of compensation was announced by government to the injured or to the family member of those who killed?
Honorable Speaker, sir, the families of the CRPF personnel who were killed were provided with the following compensations: rupees 35 lakhs as central ex gratia lump sum compensation, rupees 5 lakhs as ex gratia from the state, rupees 1.5 lakhs as central welfare fund for CRPF, and rupees 20 lakhs as risk fund for CRPF, leaving a total of 61.5 lakhs.
Question number 304, please.
Honorable Speaker, sir, will the Minister of Education be pleased to state what measures are taken by the government to increase the female literacy ratio?
Honorable Minister of Education, please.
Honorable Speaker, sir, the National Policy on Education is a smaller branch of the National Education for Women. Sakshar Bharat Mission for Female Literacy is launched in 2001 to prevent the alarming drops in female education. Its aim was to reduce the illiteracy rate of women by half. Indian Shiksha Kriti project. I want to inform you to all the members, this project is all about sharing power through education. This project tries to teach the ignorant Indian population that women can too reach to the top. Training of female teachers, scholarship for her. Several scholarships such as Maulana Azad National Scholarship have been launched to assist meritocratic students belonging from minority community. Mahila Samakhi program. This program is mainly launched to help and empower the weaker sections of rural women. And Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya scheme.
Question number 305, please.
Honorable Speaker, sir, will the Minister of Labour and Employment be pleased to state, firstly, whether incident of harassment, custodial torture, and imposing criminal charges under Indian Penal Code on workers and workers union activists are illegal? Secondly, if so, whether government is aware of any such incident occurred in the NCT of Delhi recently, and if so, the details thereof.
Honorable Minister of Labour and Employment, please.
Honorable Speaker, sir, police and public order are state subjects as per the 7th schedule to the Constitution of India, and state government are competent to deal with the incidents of harassment and custodial torture on workers and workers union activists. Data on harassment and custodial torture on workers union activists is not maintained centrally. No incident on harassment and custodial torture on workers union activists is reported to the Delhi police during last 2 years.
Let us see the next and second session of Parliament, that is budget session. What is budget? The Union Budget of India is referred to as Annual Financial Statement in Article 112 of the Constitution. The Union Budget of India is presented on the last working day of February by the Finance Minister. The highest number of budget is presented by our former Finance Minister, Shri Morarji Desai, and with the record of 10 union budgets. So now we will see the presentation of budget of year 21-22 by our today's Parliament.
Honorable Finance Minister, please present the budget of year 2021-22.
Honorable Speaker, sir, with your permission, I stand to propose the statement of income and expenditure for financial year 21-22. All our incomes come from direct and indirect taxes,
other borrowing and selling of assets. Direct taxes. RT relaxation for senior citizens of 75-year age or above. Reduction in the time of RT proceeding. Constitution of Dispute Resolution Committee. Indirect taxes. Agriculture infrastructure and development has been newly imposed and petrol and diesel at rupees 2.5 and rupees 4 per litre. Regarding agriculture products, the custom duty on cotton, silk, alcohol, etc. The government proposes to spend rupees 34,83,236 crore in 21-22. As per the revised estimate, the government spent rupees 34,50,305 crore 2021, 13% higher than the budget estimate. The vision of Union Budget 2021 is to extend the goal of Atmanirbhar Bharat by extending the self-reliance and India's ability to become global manufacturing hub across sectors. The 2022 Union Budget is based on 6 pillars: health and well-being, physical, financial capital and infrastructure, inclusive development of aspirational India, reinvigorating human capital, innovation, R&D, minimum governance and maximum governance. Major allocations: Ministry of House and Urban Affairs, 54,581. Ministry of Family Welfare, 73,932. Ministry of Education, 93,224. Ministry of Railways, 1,10,055. Ministry of Road Transport and Highway, 1,18,101. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, 1,31,531. Ministry of Rural Development, 1,33,690. Ministry of Home Affairs, 1,66,547. Ministry of Food and Public Disturbance, 2,56,948. Ministry of Defence, 4,78,196. Honorable Speaker, sir, I am confident that the honorable member of our House, irrespective of the party affiliation, will support this bill wholeheartedly. With this word, I move that the bill will be taken into consideration.
The motion is moved. Now, the question is the money bill will be taken into consideration. Those who are in favor of money bill may say ayes. Ayes. Those who are against may say noes. Noes. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. The bill is passed.
Now let us see the third session of Parliament, that is no confidence motion. Now let me brief you what is no confidence motion. It is the motion against the Council of Ministers brought by the opposition party. It can be only brought against the council, not against any individual person. Only the Lok Sabha has right of no confidence motion. Members of various parties are given time to present their point, and the Prime Minister speak in defense of his or her government. Finally, the House goes for voting. If the House favors no confidence motion, then the Prime Minister, along with his council, has to resign. Now we shall see the performance of no confidence motion performed by today's Parliament.
No confidence motion starts.
Hence, the Honorable Speaker, I want to move no confidence motion against the present central government. This is the most corrupt government in Indian history. So many scams have taken place during the tenure of this government.
Honorable Speaker, sir, India has seen many scams, but this is the only government in the Indian history who has punished their ministers and put them beyond the mark. So there is no injustice done. And it is the only government in the Indian history who has asked their ministers to resign on the basis of allegations and mismanagement. So on this, we can say that our government is a democratic government. Rules and regulations are same for all.
Honorable Speaker, the present central government should no more lives during the tenure of NDA. The GDP of India has gone down to inflation. The high prices of petrol has risen 3 times the prices of vegetables have doubled and the Aam Aadmi suffered, so I support the leader of opposition and raise my voice against the government and want this government to resign.
Honorable Speaker, Central has tried to control inflation by controlling the prices of commodities and other basic goods, but at international level of rupees is decreasing. This is because of pressure of international market. According to Standard and Poor, our Indian economy is progressing in comparison to American economy. Also, India is very little affected by the decision of superpowers like America. We can't produce 100% in our country because of lacking of finance and technology.
Honorable Speaker, sir, this government should not be in power because of many reasons. But the one reason I would like to raise is the failure of Indian foreign policy. In recent times, we have seen that Pakistanis have attacked our soldiers in Jammu and Kashmir. Then China stationed its troops in the region of Jammu and Kashmir. Italian soldiers have attacked and killed Indian fishermen in Indian waters and had ran back away to their country. So, this government is total failure.
Honorable Speaker, sir, during the tenure of this government, through many foreign countries like China and Pakistan had tried to displace the LAC and LOC respectively without having a war. We are able to move them back to their territories with the help of international pressures. This shows the strength of our foreign ministry. We are able to extradite the 2 Italian soldiers to kill the Indian fishermen.
Honorable Speaker, we are not satisfied with these answers.
We want more clarification.
My all the ministers clarified here all the points, so I request all of you to vote against no confidence motion.
Now we proceed toward the final proceeding of no confidence motion. Those who are in favor of justification given by the cabinet minister may say ayes. Ayes. Those who are against may say noes. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. No confidence motion has been defeated by the government. Parliament adjourned to meet tomorrow at 11 a.m.
So now, let us see the functioning system of our school students council as a part of real learning of our democracy, that is the parliament of our school. So now, I would like to call upon the GS, JS, CRs, and other members of Students' Council.
Good afternoon to all. Let us start our today's session of Student Council. First question, Master you.
My question is to disciplinary in charge. What steps are you going to take for 100% attendance in our school?
Discipline in charge of secondary section, please answer.
For this, I would like to tell that attendance is made compulsory and regular checking is done in each class daily. Students who are regular and have 100% attendance are being awarded.
Next question, Master Satya.
Again, my question is to discipline in charge. How can you help to manage parking problem of our school?
Discipline in charge of higher secondary section, please answer.
I would like to tell you that the students of standard 11th and 12th are allowed to bring their own vehicles to the school. The students and teachers committee is there to take care of it while entering and leaving the school.
Next question, Ms. Nandan.
My question is to sports captain. What will you do to promote sports in our school?
Sports captain, please answer.
We choose the students from the class and make them prepare play different games. Also, our sports committee is organized to prepare them. Talented or aspiring students are given extra practice and coaching to send them to state and national level. Also, we motivate our students to play different games.
Next question, Tanisha.
My question is to Cultural Secretary. What steps are you going to take for co-curricular activities in our school?
Cultural Secretary, please answer.
Interesting question. I would like to tell you that we organize the Mehndi, quiz, Rangoli, essay, etc. competition for students. Our school organizes this competition at school level. Winners are given prizes. Many students from our school also participate at district and state level activities and competition. A platform is given to students through different activities and competitions to bring out their talents.
Next question, Ms. Nitya.
My question is to Joint Secretary. What activities will you promote for school assembly?
Joint Secretary, please answer.
We have cultural committee in our student council who decides different prayers, shloks, quiz, thoughts, shubhashitas and news for our school assembly.
So, in this way, student council gets over. Now, going ahead with the program, I would request our respected guest, Shodhan Shah sir, to encourage our students with his words.
Hello. Excellent. I have no words to appreciate all the participants, all the teachers, and principal also. The program, how it is conducted, is excellent. Very nicely, you all have performed all the things, and just I am telling one thing, that if you are watching TV, there are two channels, Lok Sabha TV and that Rajya Sabha TV. So, if we are interested in this thing, that we have to watch two channels. Not frequently, occasionally you watch that what's going on, because we all are the pillars of our democratic nation. And I thank all participants that they have tried their best. And one thing I also want to say to Mr. Principal Prakash Joshi, that this type of program will build our career of our students, our teachers, and in future our nation also. And I wish all the ministers and opposition leaders that they in future they came to this real parliament and solve the nation. Okay, thank you.
અને આ ઉંમરે ભવિષ્યના દેશના નેતા બનવા માટેનો આ એક અનુભવ છે, એક પિલર છે. અને આ અનુભવ ખરેખર સ્કૂલ લેવલ પર આપણે ગઈકાલે આપણે નથી સાંભળ્યું, પણ એજ્યુકેશનની સાથે કેળવણી જેટલી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્સ છે એ આ કેળવણી છે. અને એકચ્યુઅલી અમે લોકો આ ઉંમરે ભણતા હતા ત્યારે અમને કોઈ પાર્લામેન્ટ, લોકસભા, રાજ્યસભા, મિનિસ્ટર એ કાંઈ ખબર નહોતી. તમને આ ઉંમરે આ બધી વસ્તુના મોક રાઉન્ડથી અને એના એક્સપિરિયન્સથી આ બધી વસ્તુ અત્યારે સ્કૂલ લેવલ પર થાય છે. એના માટે હું સ્કૂલના પ્રિન્સિપલ, સ્કૂલના સ્ટાફ આ બધાને ખૂબ ખૂબ અભિનંદન આપું છું. અને ખાસ કરીને જે પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ્સ છે એમને ખરેખર ખૂબ સુંદર પરફોર્મન્સ કર્યું છે. એમનો કોન્ફિડન્સ રિયલી તમારા ઇંગ્લિશ લેંગ્વેજ ઉપરનો કોન્ફિડન્સ અને તમારી અમુક છોકરાઓની તો જે ભાષા છે અને જે સ્ટ્રોંગ આન્સર કરવાનું છે એ રીતે એમને જે જવાબ આપ્યો છે, ખરેખર કોંગ્રેચ્યુલેશન, ખૂબ ખૂબ અભિનંદન. આવાની આવી એક્ટિવિટીઝ સ્કૂલમાં શિક્ષણની સાથે થતી રહે એવી હું પ્રિન્સિપલને ખાસ વિનંતી કરું છું. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ.
To all on this satisfied Saturday, respected management, honorable parents and beloved students. Intentionally I have used the word satisfied. You all can understand. As sir told, day before yesterday only we have recharged with the lecture. And if
if I clarify the word satisfied, if we just point out the word good, G-O-O-D, all will come to know its acronym is nothing but a guarantee of overall development. G-O-O-D. It's a guarantee of overall development. What does it mean? If I give a very quickly the car example, if we go to drive a car, we need a spacious space to sit, the fragrance, the fuel. But with all these features, if car is not able to reach the destination which we want, then nobody will select it. But same way, if it can be run and these three features are not there, then also we will not enjoy the driving. If we take this example in the context of education, all are telling the 4 C's are the features of 21st century education: confidence, content, communication, and critical thinking with the creativity. I don't want to say just my student has proved this all. Content, SS-based content. If we go with this is SS content, nothing but. Second thing, confidence. Just now my two elders has blessed us about the content. Third thing, creative thinking. As I when you enter, the scanning is there, gate pass is there, how to sit. It's nothing but a simple way of creating our mind and critical thinking. The example, just now in the middle of the parliament, the two person is asking me, sir, they have not seen the parliament. But in no confidence, no son, they have proved that they have seen and they have done whatever way aggressively they have to answer. In budget session is not necessary. Therefore, they were not read. Means the last thing, critical thinking also there. So, the last week we have performed 2 competency-based education and experience and learning which are coming world educationalists are focused on. And I think this is the real example of only that we want to tell and we want to spread. I express my thankfulness to my great parents, and I accept. If I go for that car example, if all 4 features are completed but the road is not open, then we will not reach our destination on time. And that road is UR. Please cooperate us in this form only. That is my request only. Thank you everybody. I congratulate my beautiful students, my hardworking staff to perform this thing. And thank you again for management to provide this platform to us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to take this golden opportunity to thank you all. I especially thank to our guests who have spared their precious time in coming here. I, on behalf of my school, thank them for their auspicious presence. I thank our principal sir for his cooperation for carrying out this program. I thank all the parents who have spared their precious time in coming here. I thank all the teachers. Lastly, I thank all who have been involved in this program. Thank you all. Now, everyone, please stand at your respective places for national anthem.
Attention!
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Stand at ease.